Yo guys, what's up? It's StockWiz here. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite stocks of all time. This stock could potentially make you a millionaire in the next few years, and I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. If you've been following this channel, which I'm sure not a lot of you have, considering I've only made 3 videos. None of them have blown up yet, but I'm excited for what the future may hold. Kind of went off on a tangent there, but this is one of those stocks that's in a very sexy sector with a lot of catalysts to come up, and it's also a $500 million market cap. So there's so much opportunity for it to grow, especially in its early phases. Before we get into that stock though, you can get up to 2 free stocks using the Webull code or URL on the screen right now. That's bit.ly/WizStock. WizStock, WIZSTOCK. And if you use that link, it helps me out, it helps you guys out. You can get 2 free stocks valued up to, I believe, $1,400. It could be more. I think it's $1,400, but who knows, you could get lucky and get a really nice stock. It never hurts to try. But let's get right into the stock that I'm talking about, which is going to be AppHarvest. APPHAR. Well, I'm not going to type it all in. I already kind of did, but okay. So AppHarvest right here. It's trading at $5. If we look at the 1-year chart of this stock, its high was $40 in February, and that's when a lot of stocks were kind of exploding around that February timeframe. And if anybody knows, if you guys know about the stock market, that was just not sustainable whatsoever. But it doesn't make up for the fact that this stock literally plummeted like the Titanic. Like there was literally an iceberg, and then it was just swimming along right there. Let's see, like almost 7 or 8 months of just a constant down cycle for this stock, and a lot of other growth stocks as well. It's not just AppHarvest. But $40 to $5, I mean, that's a substantial decrease in price. Obviously, it's down 63.9% in the last year. Now, what makes this stock special to me, and what it should make special to all of you guys as well, is that this is a indoor farming stock. So this company basically has this huge facility in Richmond, Kentucky. Richmond, by the way, is one of the wettest places in the country statistically on average in the United States. It gets the most rainfall, so they built a facility there. They collect rainfall from their roof, and they basically use it to water indoor farming for their tomato plants that they have in this facility. And they're building literally like 6 or 7 more. They're planned to build them by 2025, but right now they're in the process of building, I believe, 2 more, but they have 1 completed in Richmond, Kentucky, and I'll show you pictures on the screen right now. Let's talk about a few catalysts that we're going to see in the coming years. The UN has found the world will need at least 50% more food by 2050, yet 70% of all freshwater is already dedicated to agriculture. So the math obviously just doesn't add up there. There's a finite amount of fresh water, and to see AppHarvest utilize some of the technologies that they've built on their new indoor farming facilities, such as collecting the rainwater on their roof and using that to water their tomato plants, is a great idea. And then it says, unless we change, we will need 2 planet Earths to feed the population. The next thing is COVID-19 exposed the unstable nature of America's food system, as shortages mounted across the country and world, highlighting our reliance on uncertain imports. 69% of all fresh vine crops sold in the U.S. in 2018 were imported, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So a lot of the tomatoes and a lot of vegetables, fruits that are actually sold in U.S. grocery stores are made or produced in Mexico, which is a huge problem, especially with our supply chain. We saw that with COVID-19. Things that are just made in the United States are better and faster and sometimes cheaper than getting it from another place, and it kind of demonstrates our independency from other countries. If there was a big event that would happen, an apocalypse type event would certainly rely on our own food production. If we look at this slide on market opportunity, it says that leafy greens are the #1 category in produce, according to the New York Times. So as of right now, AppHarvest is only producing tomatoes, but they're planning on building these leafy greens and vegetable facilities. So this is a catalyst for this company to keep growing and their stock to keep growing up, especially since leafy greens are the #1 category, according to the New York Times. You can see right here. So this is huge news for AppHarvest, especially considering the fact that they only have a tomato facility as of right now, and they're growing and expanding into leafy greens facilities. And they're planning to build so many more of these facilities dedicated to just each individual vegetable or crop. So another really cool fact about AppHarvest is that 70% of the U.S. population is within a day's drive of Kentucky. So we can see a map right here Now, the reason why this is important is because produce and vegetables and food in general should be arriving fresh to these grocery stores. You don't want to be buying, a rotten piece of food. So this is a great advantage over some of the companies that are outside the United States that might take, a few days to basically reach the continental United States and go from point A to point B. So App Harvest, as of right now, is leading in that category. Another big point I wanted to make is that they have a partnership with Mastronardi, and Mastronardi is basically a food distributor which lands App Harvest's tomatoes and all their products in Walmart, Publix, Costco, Kroger, Target, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Meijer, blah, blah, blah. The list just goes on and on. These companies or these grocery stores are not little grocery stores. These are freaking huge grocery stores with a lot of potential for market outreach and kind of getting that exposure across the entire country, which is very, very important. But the reason we're not seeing those crazy sales in tomato growth is because they had problems basically growing their tomatoes, but they've fixed them. They've hired a bunch of new people. They've reworked their entire process pretty much, and they're utilizing all the data and information that they've learned about the mistakes that they made and making them into better products. So that's usually a good sign in terms of what you want to see from a growing and infant company. I really like who they're working with right now. I mean, you could go to your local Walmart right now and probably purchase some App Harvest tomatoes. If you do, please go ahead and send me a tweet or something. Send me a picture of your App Harvest tomatoes. But I mean, I really freaking love this company. Again, please do your own research. I just think that all the catalysts for this company, especially considering the fact that we're moving towards the green energy, clean energy, and sustainable kind of mantra. In my mind, this company is on set to become a very big winner in this sector, and they just have a lot of ethical standards that they adhere to, and I'm very, very impressed with what they've done so far. Their stock price has been hit very substantially, so it could be a good opportunity to buy some right now if you believe in this company. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and you'll hear about some more stocks or interesting news that could interest you. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.